Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much, Dr. Sachdev, Uncle, so much for the leadership that you've taken in our community and the guidance that you've shown us. Thank you. 15 years ago today, I was 3 years old. When I was 3, I was probably playing with a train, watching my brother play Pokemon, or trying and failing to ride a bike. I didn't know the magnitude of what had just happened. I had no idea I was living through a day, which would be one of the most memorable and infamous days of my generation. How are you supposed to tell a 3-year-old that thousands of people were dead? How are you supposed to tell a 3-year-old that someone was dead because of the way that he looked? A look that one day that 3-year-old would emulate. How are you supposed to tell a 3-year-old that being a Sikh in America would never be the same again? We live in a world where everyone is obsessed with how we look. Whether we like it or not, we make an impact on everyone when their eyes meet ours. When we make the decision to smile at them, when we make that decision to hold the door open for them, or when we decide to tell them to have a nice day, we are always telling people a story based on how we look. My life has been dictated on how I look, and Balbir Uncle's was the same way. We all know the story, and we all feel the pain. And 15 years later, we know that it is still an uphill battle. But we can take courage from someone like Balbir Uncle, who was strong and kept his turban. I can take courage from people who have surrounded me with love in my community, like my father and the countless amount of uncles who wear their turbans with pride. Because it is only through the love of our religion and culture that we can overthrow this hate, this fear, and this negativity. So, yes, everyone cares about how we look. But for us Sikhs, it isn't an easy look that we carry. We mourn today for the loss that our community suffered. We mourn today for the thousands of lives who were lost. And we mourn for those still facing a struggle, both at home and abroad. My mother always told me that whenever I was in doubt or scared, that all I needed to do was pray and meditate. But I know that prayer is good and it helps, but it is not enough to pray. Action is always what propels communities forward. Which is why when we stand together and we say that we matter, everyone needs to hear it. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.